been open too many times.
Let us begin the roast. You want to just generally roast the signs? You had somebody's chart. You want to do that next time, or you want to do that in a separate video?
Was so good. I'm so excited to roast this individual's chart. This is one of my favorite people, and I've read their chart before many times. And
so you already know what's
the
going on.
request for the roast is hysterical, and don't worry, y'all are going to get some of that when it's done.
Okay, so you want to do that in a separate clip?
I think probably. Okay. Yeah, we'll save that. Just a little tease, put it out there, a little clip.
All right. So let's start with Aries. We're gonna start the clock. 2 minutes. Let's roast Aries. Like, let me do my amateur roast first.
I like that.
I'm an amateur.
I think you should start it off.
Yeah, I'm gonna just go off, and then Josie's gonna close it. Like, Aries, like, you so selfish.
You so selfish.
Like, all you care about is yourself. All you care about is what you want. You just want instant gratification. You just want to move fast. Like, when you in a relationship, you want to move fast, and then when you break up with somebody, you got to get right back into another relationship. Like, you can't give yourself some time to heal. You can't give yourself no time to reflect. You're like, nah, I need that instant gratification. I'm gonna go right into the next thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Aries, you so childish.
There's some childish. There's a little bit.
You like the little boy of the fire signs. Like, you are the little boy in the grocery store who's screaming at the top of his lungs, and the mother is like, shh, Billy, be quiet, shh, and you're just screaming because you didn't get what you want. That's you. Okay, go ahead, Josie.
Not Aries mad because they're running in circles and not getting to the finish line when they are so fixated on what's in front of them that they miss the fucking directional signs telling them to make a left, and they're just fucking looping the track. That seems to be the most consistent experience for Aries. And then Aries will immediately blame the closest person next to them for any lack of sight whatsoever that they possess. Because they have a pin line of vision. Aries is made to see straight forward. It is like a Siberian husky. They look straight ahead. They don't have homing instincts. They don't have peripheral vision. They just look straight ahead. And Aries will use that laser sharp vision to hurt their own feelings more frequently than anything else. And that is usually my favorite thing about listening to Aries complain, is to listen to the whole story. And it's like, wow, I wonder when they're gonna
close the loop.
Wow, you're just running in that circle there. I see that. But that's that self-awareness. It's like, could we translate, Aries, quick question, could we translate centeredness into self-awareness? Could we do that? Why is the most self-centered sign the least self-aware sign? Can we talk about that for a second, Aries? Quick question. Love you, but like, if you're so focused on being the best, then shouldn't you be completely aware of your own identity? Oh, you don't have one? Outside of winning and being the best?
Whoops.
That's a lot of time focusing on yourself to not even know who the fuck that is if you're not number one. And can we talk about that for a second? What happens to Aries when they don't win the race? What happens to Aries whenever they get second place? Dun, dun, dun. Hot take, Aries would rather lose dead last than get a second place trophy. They would rather get like a mortal injury, like, and fall dramatically in front of everybody on the racetrack than like come and take second place. And y'all can respond. Tell me what you think about that. Am I wrong? I want to hear from the Aries. Yeah. I'm probably gonna hear from you guys.
You're definitely gonna hear from the Aries.
Cheers.
Yeah. Salute. That was good.
Think.
Good one. You got any more for Aries?
No. I mean, just it's hard because they're so great, but they make it easy. It's like a lot of the things that you said in the beginning. What do you do? Whenever you can't tell somebody anything about themselves? You cannot tell them anything about themselves. They know already. Unless, I will say if they respect you. Right. If you're like the shit, if they think you're better than them, they're probably not going to get jealous of you. They're going to be like, where did you get like your training, so to speak? So that's like where you're going to go there. But I think that's what I have for Aries.
Perfect.
got 'em.
Cool. All right,
now.
Aries. Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry. It's okay. It's good for you.
All right.
You're going to be fine.
Taurus. All right. Yeah, right. Taurus. You earthy.
I love Taurus.
You earthy bastard.
You earthy bastard.
You so lazy.
You're so lazy.
You are so lazy.
Can I say complacent?
Complacent. You just so happy with just being comfortable.
That's it.
But you want everything.
As soon as you get to that comfort zone, then all of the effort of the great bowl just like melts.
Like remember when I was like the people that are like, oh, I deserve this trip, or oh, I deserve to eat this slice of pizza right now. That's Taurus.
100%
That's
Taurus.
Taurus, you just want to do what you want to do. And if it requires more effort than you feel comfortable giving, you're just simply not going to do it. And Taurus, slow down in the kitchen, okay? You eat a little bit too much. You always want to eat. That's the answer to all your freaking problems.
It's their substitution for feeling is eating.
Yeah, stop eating your feelings.
Stop eating your feelings.
How about we actually deal with our emotions instead of shoving it down our gullet? How about that?
That's the earth signs in general. They don't really want to feel those feelings.
And also, Taurus, stop touching stuff. Stop touching shit. You don't need to touch everything. Like, oh my God. Like, we're in the desert right now. I swear, if a Taurus saw a cactus, they would just touch the end of one of the prickles just to see how it would feel. They're
sensational creatures. Taurus has to, like, put it in their mouth.
But you don't have to. You don't have to, Taurus. You actually don't. You don't have to touch that needle, okay? You don't have to touch the wall.
It is sharp,
okay?
actually.
We're at a museum. Don't touch the goddamn painting, okay? Stop touching stuff, all right?
That's true.
All right.
That's really fair.
That's all I got for Taurus for now.
I feel good. I feel good.
I needed to do that.
No, Taurus is absolutely capable of doing all the things that they don't want to do for all of the people except for themselves. And it is definitely immediately everyone else's fault as soon as they're not getting their needs met, but they've been meeting everyone else's. Hot take a little bit. Everybody calls Pisces the martyr of the Zodiac. I think Taurus shares that because Taurus will work themselves to the bone. Like, literally the most diligent, hardworking, showing up one foot in front of another. But this is routine work. This is stuff that they know what to do. They know what to expect.
This is menial work. Taurus, why do you want to do menial work? Why would you rather work at McDonald's than build an app? Like, what's wrong with you? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Because Taurus values what is going to be consistently happening and the safety of what is. And even if that what is only producing a 70% result, that risk factor of going and trying something new in Taurus's brain, it's a risk of coming up with nothing, you know? And so it's sort of the way that Taurus is designed. But it's like a catfish. I'm gonna call Taurus energy a bit of a catfish because Taurus will lay it on thick and build the house, build the garden, build everything, and then literally let themselves go and stop pulling the weeds or stop. You know, once Taurus builds the dream, Taurus will build the dream. But once that build out is done. They go into sleep, baby.
Yeah, they go to the kitchen and then they go right to bed.
And they a little sleepy.
Yeah.
Yeah. God bless Taurus though. They really be trying. And one thing I will say too, just to make sure that we've really pissed Taurus off. Taurus and Leo have a little bit of beef, and I think that Taurus has more beef with Leo than Leo has with Taurus. And here's why I think this. I think that Taurus desperately believes that they deserve main character acknowledgement and that they have main character energy. And most Taurus are absolutely hysterical. They're lyricists, they're poets, they really do have skills with the arts ruled by Venus. Right. And so technically, if you put between the sun, like Venus ruled Taurus is looking at the sun and like, what the fuck? Okay, it's just a bright light just shining there. Like, I am the goddess of all things beauty. And so Taurus a little bit builds the stage for Leo to go and stand in the spotlight. And then Taurus is like, well, what the f-? Now, luckily, Taurus doesn't have typically a lot of malice. But what will happen to Taurus after a while of not getting their needs met because they don't know how to fucking ask or prioritize themselves or fucking go take a fucking nap? Okay, if you would just do that instead of making it everybody else's problem, then that would be super. But you know, instead it goes a different way sometimes, and they get to this point where this is the thing people don't know about Taurus. Taurus doesn't have malice. You're not going to see Taurus maliciously plan or plot against you. They don't have that in them, but they will pop. They can only take so much. It's a lot. They can take a lot, okay? They are patient, they are resilient, they will withstand things. But when that bull sees red, it is over, and Taurus will turn into the bully. One of the most nurturing, protective signs, providing signs of the zodiac. The second that Taurus is like being bullied or not getting their needs met or starting to, like, you hear the expression like you can't fill someone's cup from an empty vessel. When Taurus's vessel is too empty, they bully you. They will bully you.
And Taurus
straight bully you.
And Taurus men, just leave your girlfriend if you're not happy. Don't put your hands on her. Oh my God. Don't abuse your wife.
Just
don't
leave.
Don't abuse your girlfriend. Don't punch a hole in the wall. Don't break a doorknob because you're mad at your girlfriend. Just leave her.
And you know, it doesn't even have to be the hands, you know, like Taurus also, can we just, again, Taurus, just fucking leave. If you are unfucking happy, just fucking leave. Why are you still here? Right. Oh, because you're scared to leave? Stop lying to yourself and your partner that you are in love with them and that you can't live without them when you are just too scared to go and start over because of the risk of losing what you've grown comfortable with. Stop confusing comfort for love.
With love.
Stop confusing comfort for love because you're hurting people's feelings, okay? And you're hurting your own feelings by staying in situations that you don't even really want to be in. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks for that.
Yeah, we're having fun. We're having fun with this. All right, you done with Taurus? I'm done with Taurus.
I'm done with Taurus.
Yeah,
we're moving.
We're done with Taurus. All right, let's go to one of my personal favorites, Gemini.
Ooh, yes, that is one of your personal favorites, I've noticed.
Gemini, leave Sagittarius alone.
Dead.
Leave us alone. If you really don't like us, if you really can't stand us, then why talk to us?
They really can't stand us.
Why do you want to always have conversations with us? So they can tell us that we're wrong. So you could tell us that we're wrong? Correct. You want to be right? How about you be right in your life? How's your life? How much money you making? How's your financial situation? How's your mental, emotional situation?
When's the last time you made a decision and stuck with it?
Right. When's the last time you started something and actually finished it? Like, oh, you have all these great ideas. Boom, 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 boom. But you don't actually do it. Okay? Like,
where's the doing?
And also, shut your mouth sometimes. Just shut up. Like, nobody wants to hear you talk. Nobody else wants to hear what you got to say, especially when you ain't saying nothing, right? Sometimes I just feel like you just want to talk just to talk, and your mouth just keeps running. It just doesn't stop running. It runs forever. It runs a marathon.
It does. It does. I feel like they would, to be fair, say the exact same thing about us being two Sagittarius is now roasting our sister sign of because I really do believe that we both like to talk, but we don't give a fuck about what the other person wants to talk about. After a few minutes of Gemini talking about, like, to me, the most nonsensical, like, they're talking about, like, current, like, something, like, down the street, like, oh, they're installing a new stop sign, and I think that this and this and that and that, and I'm just like, I'm trying to tell you about this foreign culture and about the implication, and they are looking at us with the same thing, and they're like, how does that apply to the stop sign story that I was just telling you? So we just we're not interested in each other's point. And I think that's where it comes back to what you said. If you don't like us, just tell us that you don't like us. Like,
right.
And that goes for everyone, Gemini. Like, it's okay to just be like, no, I don't fuck with you. And smile. Right. You could smile, but like, no, I don't fuck with you. You don't actually have to be fake to every person that you talk to. I understand that you do actually have to be fake to every person that you talk to, but like, you could try not doing that and just tell them, hey, I feel this way now, but I might feel this way later. You know, I'm not sure. I'll let you know later. And the ability for Gemini to love bomb and lead on. Because can I just say, y'all leading yourselves on. Y'all are leading yourselves on too. If anybody's ever been hurt by a Gemini, right, and y'all been led on by a Gemini, understand that you were both being led on by that same Gemini. Okay. Because there's two of them in there, and one of them was right there with you, baby, but the other one knew the whole damn time that it was going to go down in flames. Yep. Okay. So if we could just get whichever one of y'all is in charge of the knowing that it's not going to work out, could I just appeal to you right now to just let the rest of us fucking know that you're planning on changing your mind in 17 hours and 23 seconds, even though we just made, long lasting. Yeah, and stop making plans. Gemini, fucking do not make plans with us. Stop. Don't do that. We know you're going to change your mind. We know that you're only saying yes to this because the person standing next to me and you don't want to be seen saying no. Like, just say, no, I don't want to go. Or no, I'm busy. Why can't you do that? Because FOMO. That's why. Because FOMO. Man.
Yo, hot take. If you have a Venus in Gemini, stay single.
Stay fucking single.
Stop getting into relationships.
Why?
Jozie, tell them why.
Because you can't actually make up your mind, and that's okay. That's fine. Put yourself in an environment where you don't have to make up your mind. But what you're not supposed to do is make an entire world and direction and commitment to somebody and then decide, oh, this isn't fun anymore. Or, oh, you know what? Actually, I want to come over here. You can do that, but set that up in your structure of your relationship. Easy on the monogamy. Or some of y'all are highly monogamous beings. Some of you need a lot of time alone or to explore other ideas or passions or projects or things. Just stop leading yourself to believe that you want to be domesticated, because you're not. You're not. You are a social butterfly. So please flap those wings.
Yeah, flap those
fucking
wings and
miss
fly.
my flower. Don't fucking pollinate this one. Go find somebody else. Go find somebody else. Fuck with them. Because it's definitely a game. What you got to understand about Venus in Gemini is love is a game. And Venus is the sign of your law of attraction. It represents your law of attraction. So somebody that has a Venus in Gemini, they are playing games by nature because it's fun for them, it's entertaining for them. They will do it just for the plot, just because it's funny. Just similar to Sagittarius, we will say it for the joke, for the plot line. They will do it for the plot. If it's entertaining to them, they're intellectually stimulated, they will do it. And so, yeah, just don't do that.
Yeah.
Go pollinate another garden and stop. Just stop.
Yeah, Gemini, and honestly, I like a lot of the Geminis that I've met, but
some of my best friends.
But you clearly,
we're petty partying right now.
But you clearly don't like me. So why do you why not just not talk to me? Like, if you see me in public, you don't have to acknowledge me just because I'm there. You can just ignore me, or can't you? I think that FOMO is the axis of Sagittarius and Gemini. We cannot. If it's there, we gotta. Or it's just so, God bless Gemini. They're doing their best. They are also lying to themselves when they're lying to you, so just don't take it personal. It's just how it works. Anything that Gemini says, whatever they say, there's something else true at the same time. And that can be applied for good, but we're not talking about that right now. They are quantum physics. True and false at the same time. All right, that's good on Gemini for now. Let's go to Cancer.
Oh,
so Cancer.
How do we roast Cancer?
I know. I'm going to attempt it. I have a Cancer rising, so now it's getting a little bit close to home. But, we all have all the signs, so in some ways I'm roasting myself for each of these signs. But Cancer, suck it up.
Suck it up.
Suck it up. Like, suck it up. Like, get over it. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Like, I don't care that somebody disrespected you 5 years ago. Get over it.
Suck it up, buttercup.
Like, what's wrong with you? Like, why do you hold on to things for so long? Like, why do you just always fixate on the person that hurt you, and now you got this resting bitch face on every time that person's around? Like, I don't like this person because and then you're gonna go home and cry about it. You're gonna go home and cry about it behind closed doors. Cry to my face.
tell me.
Cry
that
in
you're
front
mad.
of me,
They'll
Cancer.
never tell you they're mad.
Exactly. You'll never tell me you're mad.
No, hot take, you won't see Cancer cry. People really do associate Cancer oftentimes, like, right off the tip of the tongue as, like, with crying. Like, oh, yeah, Cancer, or you cry baby sign. Listen, if you see Cancer crying, they're probably about ready to whoop your ass. Cancer does not cry in front of people. Cancer hides their emotions and, like, protects them and keeps them all secret. That's the crab. They're in the shell. Like, that's the whole point of it. And so, yeah, it would be really helpful, actually, if you guys could get the fuck over it and stop dragging every experience back into the shell where it, like, rots and turns into this, like, resentment porridge that you just, like, live in all the time. And then you emerge from the shell and you think that you're all, like, dolled up and you look all sweet and innocent, but we can tell that you're fucking pissed. Like, we can see the mascara running down your face, honey. Like, just say it with your chest. Tell somebody what you need. How about that? How about let's skip what hurt your feelings in the first place, which was that person didn't read your fucking mind and, like, pull out your chair for you. That is the kind of shit that Cancer will be upset about for the rest of their lives. When maybe, perhaps, that person didn't even know that you knew that they existed. Right? Cancer be consistently getting their feelings hurt for things that nobody knew they even wanted or needed. They conceal everything about their feelings, including their wants, their needs, their desires. Cancer usually bets on being able to... Okay, you want to hear this? This is really... Y'all gonna be so mad about this. Come for me, Cancer. Cancer has the capacity to be the most manipulative sign of the zodiac. Ooh. Why is that? I'll tell you. Because when they are loving you and brushing your hair and nurturing you and helping you meal prep for the week and doing your whatever they're doing to shower you with love, unless this is a self-aware and very openly communicative about their feelings Cancer, they are probably doing that in an attempt to get you to do that for them because they don't know how to fucking ask for their needs. So they, like Pictionary, act it out by loving you the way that they need to be loved. And then if you don't return that in the way that they have built up in their brain as, like, the perfect way to receive love, then they fucking hate you. They feel devastated that they poured into you and did. This is like the mom who all of a sudden halfway through the day flips out and is like, none of you are grateful. I've been cleaning all day and nobody noticed that I did this and that and that I needed help. And it's like, fair. And fuck those bratty ass kids. But did you ask for help? Did you tell anybody that you were feeling overwhelmed and that you needed... And Cancer, I know what all y'all are thinking right now. I'm going to beat you to the punch. I shouldn't have to ask them. They should know. They don't fucking know, Cancer. They don't know. They can't read your mind. You can read their mind. You're empathetic. You're a water sign. You're perfect at loving people. But nobody else does that. So stop manipulating the people around you by loving them in the love language that you need to be loved in. Learn how to love them in their fucking love language instead of drowning them in the love that you wish that you could get but you don't know how to fucking ask for. So that maybe it doesn't come across as love bombing and manipulation whenever the person realizes, oh, you were only doing all of those fun, sweet, kind, loving things for me because you're so devoid of affection and love and reciprocal care that you will just keep pouring until you're empty and then resent me that you're empty without ever asking for a refill.
Right.
And so, Cancer, please just put yourself around good people that are going to pour back into you and stop getting into these toxic relationships where this person is just going to keep taking and taking from you, because not only are you suffering, but your friends and family and everyone around you who really adores you and relies on that precious well source of pure love doesn't want to see you suffer. So stop that. Please.
Yeah, Cancer. And hot take.
That's all.
You're not this person's mother.
It's not your job.
It's not your job.
You don't have to pack their lunch.
All right. When you're at Starbucks, stop wiping down the tables. You don't work there. When you're in a relationship, stop babying him. Stop babying her.
Also, the wife, you're not their wife. If you're the girlfriend, understand this is another roasty for Cancers, male and female. Be a girlfriend, not a wife. Be a boyfriend, not a husband. Like, I think that Cancer, which is precious, this is precious, is right. They have that energy, but like, don't hurt your feelings. Don't get involved. This is where there's an unsung expectation with Cancer always. Always there is a third thing in the room, and it's their needs, and nobody's going to talk about it. The elephant in the room with Cancer is their fucking needs. So just address the elephant in the room, try to figure out what the needs are, or they will somehow be circled back and projected onto you as your needs that they meet, and then they expect you to also meet them. When all we have to do is just be direct. Just be direct. Cancer, be like, hey, I'm sad, and these are the things that make me feel better. If you notice that I'm sad, I'd love for you to offer me a hug, or ask me if I want to go get a snack, or smack my fucking booty. Here are your options. You know, just ask for what you need and stop making it our problem. Cancer, thanks.
Yeah, thank you very much. All right, I think that's good on Cancer for now.
I think we went in on it.
We drilled into that.
We did.
Now, I told you, Leo, we were coming back. I told you we were coming back, so we're going to go to Leo. Leo, it's not all about you.
Just stop.
There's more important things
because
in
what
life
are you even doing
than you.
Yeah, it's like a goldfish. I call Leo, this is really mean, but I'm going to say it anyways. You know who you are. I'm just going to say that. Leo, you're a fucking goldfish. You have, like, you basically do absolutely nothing. Like, you just, like, swim around in the middle of the bowl, and people look at you, and they're like, wow. And that's great. That's all you have to do. But, like, you, like it's not that important. Like, it's not that serious. Right.
And Leo,
you're just pretty.
You don't always, and sometimes you're not even that pretty. You don't always have to say something. Like, you don't always have to be involved in every conversation. Like, if you don't have anything productive to say about something, you can simply shut your mouth. Like, you don't need to always be the center of attention, especially when the topic at hand doesn't apply to anything that you know.
At all. Yep.
All right? And do your job. Do your damn job.
Find it.
You've been given so much responsibility. You've been given talent. You've been given looks. People like you. People always approach you. Like, how about you actually do some good in the world? Yeah. How about you actually have a good attitude? How about you actually be humble? You know? How about you show some gratitude?
How about you actually do some good in the world is crazy. On the axis of Aquarius, the humanitarian, the public servant. To say that to Leo, how about you actually use your talents for something that matters instead of just standing on that stage getting roses thrown at you? That is definitely, I think, the first and foremost thing that is roastable about Leo. Leo is beautiful, and Leo is the center of attention for why? What is it actually doing? What is the result of the beauty? The result of there's very little substance there. And I think that this is why people come for you, Leo. This is why people have a problem with the overindulgence of self, because whenever you're really declaring yourself as the best and you're walking around what I call peacocking, I just said this to a Leo this morning and they got so bad. So fucking mad. Never tell a Leo that they're fucking peacocking, okay?
I don't even know what that means.
Don't do that.
I'm not going to do it, but I don't even know what that is.
But that's what's happening. It's like, if you're going to, Leo, just really quick, if you're going to peacock, if you're going to parade yourself around and be like, look how beautiful and how big and strong I am, do something. Like, be something other than just looking that way. You know, it's like, sometimes I feel like Leo will be like a cardboard cutout of whatever the fuck they're advertising, and you go to get closer and it's like, wait, what the fuck? This is literally just an ad. Don't be that kind of Leo. Don't just be a pop-up ad where there's absolutely no substance behind it. Because that's whenever you start to get really fucking depressed, and then you become a menace to everyone around you because you don't want to move, you don't want to go out, and then you're not dressing up and you gain 5 pounds and you hate yourself. And it's this self-fulfilling cycle of like worthiness and people being, you know, attracted to you and wanting and seeking that, whenever it really comes down to worthiness. And right back to what you said, the quickest way to feel good about yourself, go talk to your sister sign Aquarius. Do something for someone. Do something that matters. What do you do that matters? Tell us in the comments, Leo. What do you do that matters? what is it that you do that makes an impact on humanity other than entertaining us and beautifying the stage for whatever your stage time is?
Yeah.
Which is important, I'll give you that, but like, I just, please, if you're gonna peacock, now if you're not gonna peacock, if you're gonna sit like everyone else and just like be beautiful, but like you don't have to like, which I mean, they're ruled by the sun, so they have no choice, so don't be that mad, but like, could you not? You could not, unless you've done something worthy of like doing.
Right. And this is my last hot take. That was so good. And this is my last hot take on Leo. Stop playing games.
Stop playing games.
Okay? This is not a game. And if you're going to treat your own life like a game, then you better be winning. Okay? If you're losing, you know, if you lost custody of your child.
Ooh. I hear this. No, what I hear you saying is aloofness. This isn't aloofness. This is part of that access.
Right.
They don't give a fuck. It's like care about something.
Right.
Other than yourself.
Right. Right.
I actually think that Leo is more self-centered. The definition, our actual societal, like cultural definition of self-centered.
Right.
I believe that it applies more to Leo than Aries.
I think. All right. I'm sure you have your reasons for that. I think all the fixed signs are super selfish.
Because they can't see much outside of literal what's right in front of you. And your body is the closest thing. Your experience is the most reality that you have access to. That's interesting take, though.
Yeah.
I do like that. I think that between the two fire signs, though, Leo is more selfish, more likely to take action that only benefits themselves, actually, than
Aries.
I do think that Aries, because it's a cardinal sign, I think that Aries does have a little bit more perspective on the, at least, okay, Aries is aware that there's of themselves and that there's a race. They will at least protect the race. They will at least be aware of like that.
Right. And Aries also actually cares about winning.
Oh, they really care about winning.
Leo,
and
they
being
don't
the
care.
absolute best.
Yeah, Leo, they don't necessarily care about winning. They just care about being adorned and being, you know, a king, a queen, having this status, this entitlement. I am, therefore I deserve.
Leo would rather be the loser in some cases so that they can get all the, oh, baby, oh, it's okay, it's okay. Leo will stage, this is the difference between Leo and Aries. Leo will stage their own fall, fake an injury or take an injury just to get attention and get love. This is where you see like the archetype of like, whenever we talk about how like when men get sick and y'all turn into babies, I think that's because men need more nurturing, and that's an opportunity for them to, in their mind, justifiably ask for more nurturing. And so I see Leo do that all the time. Leo will stub their toe or have a minor inconvenience, and it will be this big show of emotion and a need to be consoled because they actually have these needs that need to be met. They need to be expressed.
Right.
Express it.
Yeah, they're like, ooh, here's an opportunity for me to be the center of attention. Oh, I just got suspended from my job.
Yeah.
Oh, I just lost custody of my children.
Go fund me instead of doing anything.
Right. Ooh, I just got hit by a car. Like, oh, let me make a big, pony show out of it.
Yep. That's Leo in a nutshell.
That's Leo.
Be mad.
That's Leo. Stop playing games.
I know I'm mad.
If you're in a relationship, it's not a game. It's a relationship. Okay, I'm done. I'm done with Leo.
Signing out of Leo.
All right, let's go.
What's next? Virgo.
Let's go to Virgo.
Oh my God, Virgo needs this so bad.
Virgo, stay single. You don't actually want to date. You think you want to date. You really do. You're on dating apps. You're out there. You have attraction to people.
Nobody's gonna be good enough anyways.
You're thinking about.
So what are you doing?
You're thinking about. Oh, I can date this person. This is what I want. You actually can't date because you don't know how to talk about your feelings. You don't know how to be deep with somebody. You'll never be able to be in a deep relationship.
Have you heard of Darvo?
What's that?
Virgo.
What is Darvo?
Virgo will hyper fixate on some surface element. Shit. I'm so tired of this, Virgo. I'm so fucking tired. I am tired. This is from Sagittarius to Virgo, okay? When I'm telling you a fucking story. Okay? And you fucking pause me or wait when you're right. Interrupt me. I interrupt Rel, so I'm fine. Interrupt me. I'll remember my story. But you will interrupt my story to correct me about a literal definition about something that I just said. And I will look at you and I will make it clear that I don't give a about the literal definition that you're explaining, that it went along with the storyline, or maybe it rhymed with what I said before. Just listen to the whole story. And then instead of going back into that, like, oh yeah, we're on a journey, we're listening to a story. No. Actually, I just want to let you know that here's my sources for why you're wrong. And actually, you don't have to be the devil's advocate. I feel like Sagittarius, I'm gonna go here with Sag too, but like Sag does get like pegged as being the devil's advocate. It's not. It's f***ing y'all. It is absolutely Virgo. You will bring it up just to bring it up. You will say you are so hungry to be the person to find the thing that was said wrong. And we know that we know that you're perfect. We know that we just made a mistake. Some of us actually are fine with it. Some of it's part of the performance, and you just ruined the punchline. Stop ruining Sagittarius's punchline with your literal data. Thank you.
And Virgo, if you are not studied in a certain area, if you don't actually know, you're not always right.
Yeah, it's okay.
You are not always right. Like, you may think you're always right.
Mercury ruled Virgo. It's okay if you don't know.
Yeah, it's fine to not know.
Just
don't say it. You know, you're not always
they have
right.
to talk.
Yeah.
This is similar to Gemini though, where like Gemini is always talking. I think that Sag is always talking. But like actually Virgo ruled by by Mercury is always talking, and at least Gemini is talking about interesting shit to some people. Nobody is interested about what you're talking about obsessively, Gemini or Virgo, because you're
Gemini
quoting,
too, but Virgo.
You're quoting statistics. You're literally quoting statistics. There's like a small category. Go talk to Aquarius about that. Maybe they want to talk to you about statistics. I don't know. Capricorn would probably pretend to listen to you until they figure out whether or not it's important.
We're having a conversation about ancient Mesopotamian civilization, and Virgo comes in and they're like, it's 100 degrees outside today. It's like, is that the only thing you could be right about right now, Virgo?
There just has to be something inserted into the conversation. There has to be, and it's usually critical or devil's advocate, which is valuable, and I understand why you guys do it, but we're roasting right now and we're sick of it. Sometimes it's enough. Sometimes if you're so perfect, why don't you do it all yourself? Right? That's what I have to say to Virgo. If you're so perfect.
And Virgo, have some passion.
Oof.
My God, you're so bland. Like, it's like
unbutton the top button on your shirt right now. If you're listening to this, Virgo, unbutton that top button on your button-up collared shirt that I know you're wearing.
Take a breath.
And it's probably black or white.
Like, moan. Like, show some passion. Like, don't just lay there like a fish and be like, oh yeah, we had sex, it was so great. Like, you just have some passion. Okay. We actually, the people on the other side of that end, they actually, like, Pisces wants to know that shit was good. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to be right about that.
Don't be that mad at him, you guys. He's Pisces. Let Pisces get it out right now. You know, Pisces has been wounded by Virgo at some point, I'm sure.
Many a Virgo. But it's all good.
Well, I think that Virgo does not understand that the expression is frivolous. There's no there's no ruffle, there's no extra embellishment for Virgo. And I think that this is where you, especially being Sagittarius and Pisces, you are excess. You have so much. If some is good, more is better. And Virgo does not believe that. Virgo only believes, like, okay, when I cook, Virgo, get ready to trigger warning for Virgo. When I cook and the recipe calls for 3 cloves of garlic, I put 5 in. I do that. Yeah. I choose how much garlic I put inside whenever the recipe calls. I've never, one time, Virgo, I want you to know this. I'm rage baiting Virgo right now. I have never followed the instructions on how much garlic to add into a recipe. one time. And some of y'all listening are Virgos, and I've fed you that food where I approximated the garlic, right? And that is the kind of shit that Virgo cannot handle. And my question to you is why? Why is that? You are stop wasting your talent, your ability on the stupidest shit. Y'all get hung up on the most meaningless details. Why are we still talking about this? Why does it matter to you if this grain of rice is not exactly like the others?
Virgo is the kind of sign that, like, they'll tell you they don't like an ingredient, and you'll give them some food with that ingredient in it, but you won't tell them that the ingredient's in it. 100%. And they'll be like, ooh, this is so good. And you'll be like, actually, that ingredient you don't like is in it. And they'll be like, ew.
My son, I do that to my son.
Too late. You already said you liked it.
Nope. Nobody's exempt here. I have a Virgo kid, and I do that shit all the time. He is so picky. That kid will only eat a couple different foods, and so I will make him smoothies and soups, and I blend that shit into it, and it's like, oh yeah, is that yummy?
Yeah, but if you tell him the ingredients in it, he'll be like, actually, I don't like it that much.
He would spit it out. Yep. He would spit it out and start if I told him what was in it. Yep.
The programming in your brain is just absolutely insane.
It's true, but I will say that is Virgo's job. I understand that you're programmed this way, but like, like, don't you get tired of, like, you want to talk about petty? You want to talk about petty? You want to talk about somebody that's really ready to, like, die on the hill? Virgo is dying on the hill. And why do you want to do that? You're alone on the hill. You're mad up there. Mercury doesn't want to be alone on the hill. So here's my number one. Here's where I'm going to sign off for Virgo. You can either be right or you can have friends. So pick one, but you can't have both. Thanks.
We already know what they're going to pick.
We do. They're going to be a bunch of hills with a bunch of fucking single Virgos sitting up top. Yep. They're happy with their self-righteous rightness. So that's fine. Yep.
All right. I think we pretty much beat that dead horse. That was fun.
We got Virgo.
All right. Let's go to Libra. First thing I have to say about Libra.
This is hard.
Libra, it is not okay to cheat on your partner.
He went right.
He
straight went for it.
You might think that it's okay to cheat on your partner.
It's not.
Just because you were drunk, or just because such and such person was attracted to you at the time, or you forgot
everyone in your life. And
you know what I'm saying?
Identity amnesia.
You had a slip. You had a slip of thought. It's not okay. You didn't accidentally fuck that person. You know that wasn't an accident.
No, Libra PSA. You did not accidentally have sex with that person. We know that, so you should know that also. But they believe that.
I know they do.
They really believe that was like a thing that like, oh no, I fell and then this happened.
They think it was an accident.
And I woke up in a dream.
Yeah. And Libra, you don't have to save everyone. You don't have to pull over when there's an accident on the side of the road. You don't know if that person has a gun. Like,
they don't.
Like, you don't have to be that person. Like, you don't have to make a show of everything. Like, not everything is some show. Not everything is for display. Like you don't have to show everything. Like not everybody wants to see you, Libra.
And even the people that do want to see you, like, you don't have to show. It doesn't have to be there. But we understand why you do, because you really don't have anything else of value to offer to the conversation.
And Libra,
I'm sorry.
Stop.
I'm sorry. That doesn't mean that you're not valuable, but like, I'm still waiting for, like, maybe it's the shy, maybe it's Libra right up front, but usually similar to the other air signs, similar to Gemini, it's like, what are we talking about? Like, they could talk about the most shallow shit for so long. Like, two Libras talking, it's like, God. You think, wow, they're having the most deep conversation. And then you go over there and listen to them, and it's like,
there's a lot of likes in there. Like.
There is. That's true.
Libra, stop being codependent.
Stop
with the toxic codependency syndrome. Stop being in relationships where you know you're being cheated on. You know you're being abused. You know that this person doesn't respect you, but you have to stay with them because you have some programming in your mind, some narrative in your mind that's telling you that this relationship is perfect, or saying that, oh no, this person will come around eventually. Like, no, it will never come around eventually. Like, stop being codependent. You can actually achieve things on your own. You know that, right? You don't have to have a person with you, right? Like you know what I like when Libras say, when they're always like, oh well, I don't do well by myself. I kind of need another person. Like,
they don't exist by themselves.
No,
Libra, how about stop choosing a relationship with somebody that reminds you of a part of yourself that you wish you could express more, right? Just start exploring that part of who you are, because that's a slippery slope, and that's a lot of pressure to put on another person. But it's important for Libra to be able to partner up, because there seems to be this invisibility cloak that befalls Libra as soon as they are alone. And so spend a little bit more time trying to get to know. Again, this is a little bit of a manipulative sign. A little bit of a manipulative sign, because they will spend. Why will you guys go and order all the self-help books and all of the, like, you're going to learn every single thing about my hobby. I told you that I have some kind of, skin disorder or some kind of hair thing. Well, you're going to go and learn every single thing about that. You're going to be able to really talk about it and know about it and almost blend yourself into, if it's like a special interest or a genre that I'm interested in. But tell me why you won't put the same effort into getting to know your own wants and needs, much less your own medical. Okay, go to the fucking doctor, Libra, not the dermatologist for a fucking facial. Go to the doctor. Go and actually explore the physical body that you spend most of your time trying to escape or float above, or just focusing on your face or your pectorals or whatever the part of yourself that you're staring at yourself in the mirror. Go and check on your physical health, because you actually do exist in the physical realm. Believe it or not, you're real.
And
so
Libra,
go to the doctor.
And Libra, go to the doctor and stop talking shit about people behind their back and then being nice to their face.
Please stop that immediately. Please, communication is not confrontation. Libra, I'm going to say that again. Communication is not confrontation. If you don't like me, if I said something that upset you or offended you, just tell me that. Or if that's too scary for you, at least don't go out of your way to see me in public. Go out of your way, walk up to us, or the person that you just said that you don't like, that you've decided this person gave me the ick, or this person said something that hurt my feelings. Usually both at the same time for Libra. If that has happened to you, don't seek that person out. Don't seek that person out. Stop crossing your own boundaries, Libra. How about that? Stop blaming us for crossing your boundaries when you betrayed yourself by not even setting the boundary in the first place and being wantless and needless and just grateful to be there. And then whenever we and everyone naturally tramples over the boundaryless state that you just created, then you have to disappear and totally vanish in order to regain sovereignty. What that looks like is oftentimes burning the whole fucking bridge down, waiting until you've been self-violated so much because you didn't set those boundaries and set those limits for people. This is what I need. This is how I accept being treated. This is how I won't be treated. And then you get hurt. You get over and over again hurt, and you can only take so much of that. And then you ghost the person. The person, this is where on Tuesday we're walking through the woods and we're talking about what it would be like to build a compound and live all together, as friends and raise chickens together. And this is then the next day they will, actually I've been living a lie and I'm moving to Florida so that I can be closer to myself. Like it blows everybody away whenever you all of a sudden come back to yourself because you spend such little time. Stop spending more time with other people than yourself, Libra. Stop that. Stop spending more time with other people than yourself. Stop learning more about your partner's needs than your own fucking identity. And stop putting all of the pressure on the people around you to help you feel real. Okay? Just like explore that for yourself.
Damn.
And your own self. Thanks.
Damn.
Finding out.
Yeah, I can't top that. That's good. That's really good. That's a clip. All right, Libra. That's it.
Sorry, Libra.
Yeah,
I love you.
That's
Mwah.
it.
You're so cute, though. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, you're beautiful. You're beautiful. But fuck you. All right, let's go. Next, we go.
But you.
Let's go to Scorpio, right? Perfect. Scorpio. All right. Let me say this.
Everybody roasts Scorpio.
Let me say this, right? Scorpio.
We get death threats from this.
Scorpio. I know we're gonna get death threats for sure. Scorpio. Just fucking yourself. If you're gonna do it, just do it. I'm tired of hearing about how you don't want to live and how everything's so depressive and how you're feeling all these feelings and how you wish you weren't alive. Just end it. Just end it.
If that's not Sagittarius to Scorpio, I've never heard that's exactly what Sagittarius would say.
Because to me, it's like, if you're going to talk about it, be about it, Scorpio. I'm tired of hearing about all this shit, but then I see you the next day.
But listen, it sounds harsh what he's saying. This is our job. Sag comes after Scorpio, okay? And so Scorpio is sitting, like on the bridge, so to speak. Like, forget it. I can't do it anymore. I'm gone. I'm leaving. First of all, Scorpio doesn't make a scene of that. Scorpio is hiding doing that. Scorpio doesn't want anybody to see them doing that.
But we know.
But Sag knows. We're neighbors. We're right next to each other. So Sag will see this out our window and go over there. And that's how Sag talks Scorpio down off the ladder. It's like, okay, do it then. Oh, you ain't gonna do it. Okay, well, you want to go get a soda? Yeah, that's what I thought. Let's go. It's making it not so serious. But for real, Scorpio, like if you can't, then don't. Don't put yourself in situations where you're gonna have to. And I understand that is the whole of society. So maybe just like go find a cave. Maybe that's what Scorpio needs to just live in a cave.
Yeah, because like Scorpio, sometimes I feel like you act like you want to be social, like you want to be in public, but then you act like you want to be alone when you're in public. Like, just be alone.
And then you're miserable when you're alone. But you want to be in public.
It's like you just want people to see your misery. Like, you just want people to see.
Not you, but your misery.
Yeah, you want them to see really the misery. Important. Yeah.
Yeah, that is one thing. Scorpio, out of all the fire signs, or out of all the fire, basically a fire sign.
They are a fiery water sign.
Basically a fire sign ruled by Mars. But out of all the water signs, they want you to fucking see their rage or their anger or their darkness or their taboo. Ruled by Pluto, Scorpio is no stranger to that and actually wants it to be in your face. Scorpio gets something out of that shock and awe. And so that is for me also like, work on this is so work on your material, Scorpio. Like, all you seem to have is like the shock and awe of like how dark it is and how scary it is, but like there is more. Like, there's more. It's like, I feel like that's enough. It's like Scorpio is the goth kid who doesn't have a fucking personality sometimes. Where you walk up to the goth kid and you're like, wow, like you look so great, and like you look so, because they look angry and sad and all of this, and then they're just like, my name's Greg. Yeah. And they've gone to the same school their whole lives, and they're just like, there's nothing wrong. And I'm like, but why the sadness, that, by the way, that person is either a Scorpio or an Aquarius, and there's no in between. Either Scorpio or Aquarius. But yeah, I would like to know why you're upset. I think that Scorpio is always suffering, but about like the most insane things, like the world issues, things that you're upset about. I promise you, Scorpio is not upset about what you're upset about. They really don't care what you're upset about. They're aware of it, but they probably are happy that you're upset about it, actually. Scorpio, when they're upset, when they're brooding, when they're sad, when they're hermiting and they're thinking like, oh, I wonder what they're thinking about, it is nothing to do usually with other people. And this is the sign of manipulation, right? And so, like, if why don't you stop trying to make people feel special whenever you're actually just making them feel special so that they will never leave you? Right? Like, this is the real secret. Like, if a Scorpio is doting on you and loving on you and nurturing you, this is like the spider feeding the fly in the web because they're not hungry yet to eat it. Like, Scorpio knows exactly how to get you to stay. Scorpio knows how to love you the best. They're psychic, they're intuitive, they can sense unmet needs. Like, you cannot, well, okay, they can sense everyone else's unmet needs. Please, in a productive way that doesn't hurt you, stop hurting yourself with your unmet needs, Scorpio. Just go do the thing that you want to do. Like, you don't have to hide and like do it in like the dark in the corner. There's probably a whole group of people that meet on Tuesdays to do that weird ass shit.
Yeah, they're called sadomasochists.
So just go do that, you know? Like, you don't actually have to make it a secret. It's not a secret. We know that you're fucking doing some weird shit in that room that you tell everybody is a craft room. We know it's not. Like, so just like, you know, just be about it. It's hard to roast Scorpio more than they've already been roasted. I feel like
they kind of roast themselves. They like pain.
They do. They're like, yeah,
they like it.
That's true.
Yeah,
they do. I don't. It's so woven into the identity of suffering. Honorable mention for Scorpio moon. Like, worry about your own feelings. Worry about your own feelings. Do you know what they are, by the way? Have you figured that out? Have you seen them lately? Do you have feelings of your own? Or do you just have like a treasure chest of like yearning for feelings?
Right.
Asking for a friend. Anyway.
Yeah, I don't have too much more for Scorpio. I think I came out the gate
strong.
Hot, so
hot with Scorpio, yeah.
I don't really have much more than that.
We didn't. We did Scorpio.
Yeah.
If we missed anything,
if we miss anything, let us know.
Make some special requests. That leads us to Sagittarius.
Yeah, Sagittarius. Stop being so awesome. Stop being so amazing. You know what the biggest complaint about Sagittarius is?
Not enough of us.
You're too perfect. Like you do all these things for me, and I don't feel like I can compare. Like you're too good for me. You know what I'm saying? Like how about you make yourself smaller so that the other person can feel comfortable being with you, Sagittarius? How about you do that? How about you stop acting like such a know-it-all, and how about you stop actually knowing it all and just be a little dumber?
Be a little bit more approachable. This goes back to Virgo. Sagittarius, this applies to you as well. You can either be fucking right or you can have friends. You don't always have to make the opposing point. It's not your job to be devil's advocate. That's Virgo's job. I'm just kidding. You don't have to say the thing. And also, this is sacrilegious to even say out of my own mouth because I just want you guys to know that I do this every day and I'll never stop doing it. But you don't have to tell that joke. You don't have to. It doesn't need to be said. Some things shouldn't be. Imagine that, Sagittarius. Some things should actually not be said. And it's actually not your secret mission in life to say all of the things.
Right. And Sagittarius, someone just got hit by a car. Why are you laughing?
Why are you laughing? Why? And it's not funny that you see your friend wants to say something, right? There's an unsaid thing in the room, and then you just pop it and you just say it. Like, you don't have to do that. You could do that, but like, that's why people talk shit about you. That's why people are like, whoa, that's a lot. You know what I'm saying? Also, I will say, stop telling people that you love them. Please don't do that, because you are a phony, right? Especially Sag Venus. This is Sagittarius creates an experience. Sagittarius values nothing more than the experience, right? And so, like, what Sag is really saying when they tell you that they love you is that they love how they feel when they're with you, and that they love the things that you do together, and that they love the experience of you, right? And so that's not nice. Like, especially don't tell the water signs that you love them. Oh my God, don't ever do that, because then they feel like you actually love them, and you fucking don't. You love the experience of them.
Right.
And so just say that. Just be like, oh, I have so much fun when we're together, and this and this and that and that. Stop making people feel special. That's your job. Everything is fun. Everything is special. Everything has a silver lining. But these people get attached, and they think that you're only doing that for them. And then when you fucking poof your arrow into the next country and you gallop off, you're leaving a wake of destruction behind you. And you will get the urge to go back. You will get the urge to go back into town. And this is where it's like the Pirates of the Caribbean scene where Jack Sparrow goes back to like Tortuga or whatever the fuck that is. And he's like walking, and he has to like make it through all the women that are like slapping him.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's Sagittarius. Jack Sparrow you are going to have to go back. You are going to have to face these people again at some point. You made all of these promises. You made plans to travel with them. You told them that you love them. You met their mom. They know your birth date. And then you decided that you value another experience more than the actual person. So yeah, just stop being a phony. Like, if you're going to tell somebody that you love them, make sure you say it right, that you love experiencing them.
Yeah. And Sag, respect people's pessimism. If they want to be pessimistic, just let them. You don't have to always mention the silver lining, like, oh, I just got diagnosed with cancer. Well, at least it's only stage 1 and not stage 4.
Can we talk about Sag with spiritual bypassing?
Oh,
yeah, that is really, let's stop doing that, Sag. Stop. Sometimes there's not a fucking silver lining, and the silver lining is their business. Like, let the silver lining reveal itself. You are not the fucking silver lining police. It's okay for one of your friends to say, I'm sad, and then you not say, oh, but it'll be better tomorrow. It's okay to just shut the fuck up and not say that. Just be there. Just be there. Be there. Be here now, Sag. I don't think Sag does that.
Right.
Sag is in the then and the later. Yeah.
And Sag, if you're in a relationship, or if you're entering into a relationship, let that person know that you plan on moving out of the state or out of the country up front, because not everybody wants to travel like you do. Like, not everybody wants to move to another continent like I do. So just make sure you let them know that, because you don't want to be 3 years in and be like, oh yeah, I want to live in Australia, and they're gonna be like, what are you talking about? My whole family's here. I can't leave.
Yep. So definitely don't, Sag, stop lying to yourself about compatibility because you're having a good time with somebody.
Right.
You're hurting your feelings. You're hurting everyone's feelings. What you're doing is actually lying. You're leading people on because you're having a good time. You've already done the math, and you know that there's no chemistry and that it's not going to go anywhere, but you just want to have fun. Sag just wants to have fun. Sag and Gemini is girls just want to have fun. But at what expense? Don't be selfish. Don't do it just for the fun of it. Some people are built that way. If you happen to be with another fire sign or another person, the air sign, fire and air signs really kind of operate like this. But the earth signs and the water signs, leave them alone. Leave them alone. Or just be honest. And I want to be clear, Sag doesn't know that they're lying. Sag it's not a lie. They shift. They mutably go through experiences. And so stop making commitments, because if you make a commitment to someone and then you break it, then that's kind of like a lie. So be more honest about your ambiguity, and don't make so many future plans with people, because you're probably not even going to live in the state whenever that comes up, Say things like, instead of, yeah, I'll be there, say, I would love to go. That sounds awesome.
Period.
Oh,
man.
Sagittarius.
Yeah, Sagittarius.
That leads us to Capricorn.
Yep. Capricorn, just cry. It's okay. It's okay to cry. You've been through a lot. You do a lot for a lot of people. you don't even care about being alive to see the fruits of the labor that you're putting in. And I think you're more emotional than Cancer, but you are great at hiding it because, you know, these earth signs, they're just so good at not being, they're so good at taking the emotion out of the work that they're doing. They can keep those things kind of separate. But Capricorn, I think, has a hard time with that because what they do is so on just such a whole nother level, multi-generational, ancestral level. It's okay to cry. Like, you don't always have to put on the face, you know. You can let it out.
You can,
Capricorn.
And you know, you're so obsessed with building a legacy for your family, and you tell yourself that by cutting your heart out and putting it in a jar and not feeling things or not having that good cry, that you're sacrificing yourself in order to bear the brunt for the future generations. But I don't know how to tell you this. If you don't feel your feelings and cry your own tears, your fucking children are going to inherit them, and then that's going to turn into somatic energy that they're trying to fucking get out and figure out why it's even their fucking problem to deal with in the first place, because you're so fucking devoid from being able to experience and carry your own emotions that you've probably subconsciously programmed and trained all of the people around you to make your emotions their problem so that you don't even have to process your own emotions. How about this? Stop against people's will assigning them, delegating them the responsibility of processing your own emotions for you. Your emotions are not something that you can give to somebody and then ask for like a data report back. You can't put a project manager in charge of your fucking feelings. If you do that, you're the only one who wins, and the people who lose are your future ancestors, the people who, even if you don't have kids, I don't fucking care, you're torturing somebody with that. I promise. Because energy doesn't just disappear. So if you're sad and you need to cry, or if you're feeling let down or disappointed, or you have a genuine human need that you're not meeting, by putting that in a jar, you're not, it's still there. You know, it's like the inheritance. Like, what happens to that jar when you're now gone? Somebody's gonna have to open it. For you, it's gone. It's in the jar, Capricorn. Stop being selfish, though. Think about something past yourself. You don't have the courage or the ability to face your own emotions, and so it's like, I'm just gonna pass it to the next generation and let them do it. You know what? Generational trauma, it's fine. So just face it yourself. Stop avoiding the pain, because what you're doing is you're creating a trust fund of trauma for your family. Thanks.
And Capricorn, stop dating broke ass people.
Yeah.
Because you know for a fact that you're not going to end up liking them. Like, you need somebody who is actually like resourceful and like has resources, or is working towards resources, or is someone who can generate some kind of wealth or some kind of
don't lead yourself on.
Like,
you can't be happy with that person.
You're not going to be happy with that person.
You won't.
And you can't save them either.
You can't. It has to be they have to be at your caliber, you know, like, stay in your fucking lane. You don't do a personality hire for a relationship. You can't do that. Or, oh, they're just so hot, it's worth it. No, because if you don't have respect for them, and if they don't understand and respect what you're doing, then it's not going to work.
Yeah, you're going to cheat on them.
It's it's gonna end, and like, it's usually messy. Why is everything so messy with you? Why? You want everybody to think that you're perfect. You have like perfect eyebrows, and you drive like the perfect car and all these things, but then every relational dynamic in your entire fucking orbit is messy. Somebody tell me, explain that to me, why it's messy but it looks so perfect. I know y'all hate that.
I think it's because relationships are not businesses. They're not businesses. Like, that's not how a relationship works. In a business, there's hierarchy. In a business, these are the things that need to be done.
That's it.
You have to do that, or you're fired. You can't fire your partner without leaving the relationship.
Right.
And Capricorn doesn't want to leave the relationship, but they do want to be able to delegate and tell their partner what to do. So that's a conflict of interest.
It's a huge conflict of interest. And so consider also, this is a really important hot take for Capricorn. Get a fucking business partner. You need a business partner. And I don't think You know what? I think Capricorn's dream is the power couple. Best case scenario, you're fucking your business partner, right? You're like, you have both chemistry, all the chemistry, y'all are power coupling. But if that's not the case, if you have fallen in love with somebody that is not a dynamic powerhouse and they're a gardener and they enjoy doing other things and you respect that and there's great chemistry, go get a fucking business partner. Get somebody that you can talk shop with. Get somebody that you can explore that and experience that level of intellectual intimacy and connection with, because I do see that need there. But what I see you doing instead is putting all of that pressure onto the person that you chose, knowing that that's not their disposition. You know better than anyone else. You are such a great judge of character. You can discern the right person for the right job so fast, Capricorn. So stop hiring your partner for a job that you know their skill set and then holding it against them whenever they're not meeting all of your needs. You knew that they weren't made to do that. So don't put all of that pressure on them because you're fucking obsessed with monogamy or whatever the fuck it is. And it's not even about, this is actually has probably nothing to do with sexual needs. This is always about business and building and analyzing and being able to zoom out and have these kinds of building conversations, somebody to talk shop with. So just go find that instead of sort of like making your partner hate themselves for not being like good enough for you. Yeah. Because that's what you're doing. You're just making them think that it's their fault, even though you just chose them because you like who they are. But then, yeah, so just go, don't put all of the pressure on your partner to meet all of those needs when it comes to business, especially, and your entrepreneurial goals and plans and the systems and all that stuff.
Yeah, the dating pool for you is going to be really small.
It is, and that's great. Just do that, though. I just stop dating outside of your pool.
Yeah.
Just stay. Don't do that. You're going to be mad. You're going to be disappointed. You're wasting time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's what I got for Capricorn.
Same.
We're progressing to Aquarius.
Yep, we're in Aquarius. All right, Aquarius, just cut that person off.
Oh, my God.
Just cut them off. Like, you've been going through this with this person for so long. There's been turmoil, shit has been spoken, maybe even physical violence maybe even physical violence has happened, and yet you still keep this person around. Oh, well, it takes too much energy to cut them off. Well, do you know how much energy you're saving by cutting them off? Like, you think that cutting somebody off requires a lot of energy. It's because it requires something that you don't want to do. It requires like something in you that it might not even be in you. You're just like, I don't know if I have it in me to cut this person off. Well, guess what? You have to cut this person off because your high level goals, you want to save the universe, like you want to bring all these people together and you want to create society in a certain way. Like, you're going to have to cut certain people off because they're stopping you from doing that. So just cut that person off, Aquarius. Come on.
I think that Aquarius also needs to stop saying I'm over it when they're avoiding it. When in order to get over something, you have to be able to look at it and then like approach it and then like step over it. But like Aquarius is not doing that when they say I'm over it. They're saying I'm avoiding it, right? And that can go on for eternity. There is no limit to the ability of Aquarius to avoid something, especially if it's feelings related. If it's out of order, if it's something that's not interesting, Aquarius is out. They're fucking absolutely out. And again, you know, this is a sign that really, I just like, depending on your other placements, stop committing to people, even though you're a fixed sign. I know that you want to commit to somebody so that you can have like a guaranteed experience, like, but you are going to change your shape, your form. And so, you know, make sure that you give yourself space to do that. Give yourself space to do that, because there is an idea of Aquarius is you're attached to the idea of something, not the person. So don't make that person think that it's them whenever you know full well that you are going to replace them as soon as they step outside of the boundary of whatever that idea of that thing is. And so just like know yourself. Oh wait, that's right. You have never met yourself. And you're relying on all of the people around you to like feed you back little parts of who you might be. It's like you don't get, oh, this is really important. You don't get to use your friends and family for test subjects in your little experiments. You don't get to go and have a conversation with your friends about their feelings and simultaneously ignore yours for 3 days. That's called codependence. That's called codependence. Whenever you will do anything to analyze, focus on, hyperfixate on anything other than what you're feeling. How about stop talking to your friend about whatever they want to talk about? Like, Aquarius will do anything to avoid processing their own information, and this is codependence. And I think that like the idea of codependence is like an emotional disorder, and so Aquarius hears I'm codependent, and they're like, "Fuck you, I'm not codependent." But this is like a mental inability to sit with your own shit. And so there has to be this aloofness in the face of whatever that is. Like, oh, I don't really care anyways. Stop saying that. We all know you're lying. Like Aquarius, whenever you say like, oh, I didn't want to go anyways. Like, we know you're upset, Leo. You're a secret Leo. Like, we know that you wanted to be there. So like, you're not fooling anyone. You're not smooth whenever you are playing this aloof, I don't care card. Everybody knows that you care. Except for you. I really do think that they believe. I think when Aquarius says, I don't care, this is the difference. They're not manipulating you. They're manipulating themselves. Aquarius is saying, oh, I didn't care. I didn't want to go anyways. They're talking themselves into it. They're trying to get themselves to believe that, honestly. But
yeah. That's good. I have one more thing about Aquarius. Aquarius, either get an assistant, get a planning tool of some kind, or stop smoking weed, because your short-term memory is not good.
It's not.
You are constantly thinking out here, and your thoughts are all over the place, and they take up the vastness of the space of the universe or the air around you, that you keep forgetting things like your wallet, your keys, your phone.
Every day.
Every single day. Every time we see you, you're forgetting things. And these important things, these critical things, where if you lose this,
you're fucked.
You are fucked. And you yeah, go ahead.
So, well, get a personal assistant. What you said, pay for a personal assistant so your friends and family don't have to be the ones to just like do that for you, so that you don't lose everything that you own.
Right.
Basically.
Right. I just have to tell you.
Just had to tell you, PSA.
Yeah.
Just in case you weren't sure. You know, but I definitely, the main villainous quality of Aquarius is they will use you as an experiment to avoid their own emotions. They will try and mimic. It's almost like a kid playing with toys and mimicking like the environment that they just saw, and they're like, that they saw the grown-ups fighting and now they're play fighting. Like, that is what Aquarius will do with their people around them. They will try to stage a scenario where they can witness someone feeling the way that they're actually feeling, so that they can analyze the feeling externally on someone else. There's no limits to what they will, like, they will stage the whole thing. One of the most villainous qualities of Aquarius that people don't talk about enough is that when Aquarius is bored, Aquarius will do anything to entertain themselves, and they do not give a fuck about the consequences. And so if Aquarius is bored or avoiding their own feelings, Aquarius will use everyone in the room as a pawn to stage, okay, now you stand here, and now you're the mom, and now you're the dad, and now you yell, and you, it's like they're creating the experience by provoking, and like Aquarius will go in and instigate a whole situation and make up the whole thing just to watch the outcome, because they're bored and they want to see what happens. They want to read everybody's response. And what they're actually doing is not just, people think that Aquarius is doing that just for fun. I do think they enjoy it, but what they really enjoy is being able to analyze other people's emotional experience so that they can stay further detached from their own, but still get the benefit of the lesson. Aquarius is very intelligent. Aquarius is stop trying to circumvent the process. Like you're trying to get to the result that you get from feeling the feeling without actually feeling the feeling. And then you're putting all of your feelings on other people, basically, to feel for you. Yeah,
Aquarius, Google the phrase casualties of war, okay? Ooh. And actually, the casualties of war, they matter. They do matter.
Super big.
Yep, they do matter. The people that you hurt, the people that are subject to your experiment, they actually matter, and they're important too. So if you want all these friends, well, guess what? You're going to have to treat them like human beings. Okay, Aquarius.
Ouch. Oh my God. What else could you say, Aquarius? If you want friends, you're going to have to treat them like human beings. Okay? There you go. That's nothing. There's nothing else there.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. All right. Man, we ran way over, but we still got to do Pisces.
Pisces.
And I have to say this about Pisces, right? Pisces, no one will ever understand you.
Ever.
Don't even be mad about the fact that you're not understood.
Just stop.
Don't be mad about the fact that you're not seen. You are invisible. You are unknown. You are misunderstood. And you always will be.
That's what makes you beautiful. Like, stop trying to be perceived. You are unperceivable.
Right.
This is, I think, like almost like Aquarius. This whole area of the Zodiac, I think, deals with that. But yeah, and don't be mad. Can I just say, at least Aquarius is like, oh no, you'll never know who I am. I am unperceivable. Tell me why, please tell me why Pisces is mad about the fact that you don't know how they're feeling when they're indescribable beings. Like, you're an indescribable being, you're fathomless, you're formless, you're all things at once. But then if I don't fucking read your mind and like draw you, then you're mad. Actually mad. And feel like you're not loved. And it's like, why? You're not fathomable. You're magic in and of itself.
Right.
Also, Pisces, stop lying to yourself and then blaming everyone else for lying to you. Like, everyone knew that they were lying to you. We told you they were lying to you. You told yourself that it was true because you wanted to believe it. And then as soon as that comes to fruition, it's everyone else's fault. When everyone knew, everyone already knew. It was, you're the only person. I can't even say who didn't know because I know that you knew. You were flat out lying to yourself. So stop. Like, at least let these people work to manipulate you. At least let them work to like love bomb you. You will make up a whole story in your head about why it's okay that somebody hurt you. They don't even have to justify it. You will just do that for them and then show them where to hit next. So why stop doing that?
And Pisces, stop drinking. Stop doing drugs.
Please stop.
Stop trying to numb your pain with addictions of instant gratification because you don't want to feel the pain, because you want to avoid, because you don't want to be in this body, you don't want to be in this life. Guess what? You're here.
You're here.
Your spirit most likely chose to be here.
Most likely.
So you can't sit here and say, oh, well, I just can't wait until I'm not in this body anymore. Like, no, you're actually here right now, and you will suffer if you don't do what it takes to succeed in this life. And doing drugs and drinking and committing crimes and doing all this stuff that puts you in jail, like, that's not going to take away your pain and suffering. It's only going to make it worse. So how about we stop thinking about instant gratification and we start thinking about long-term success, Pisces? Okay.
Yeah, I think that any Pisces that is doing shit that could get them sent to jail, they're doing so full well, subconsciously, maybe knowing that that is an option. I think that jail could be the destination because they're looking for safety. They're looking for containment and protection. And, you know, you could just give that to yourself.
Right.
You really could. You could just like how about this? Find a fucking environment where you're safe. Can you stop walking out into the middle of the woods at 2:00 in the morning and then being shocked, like the shock when you're telling the story about how you were attacked by a pack of wolves? It's like you just walked out into the most dangerous place all alone at the worst time of day, walked up to the wolf and was probably like, oh, puppy. And you're shocked. It's like, is it too much to ask for some fucking situational awareness for Pisces? Can we become aware of situations around us? I don't understand, like, you live in dreamland, but what about the real world? You just can't acknowledge that this person is an axe murderer, and you probably should not. Oh, we have a friend on our screensaver. Look at that.
Oh. Did it run out?
The axe murderer is not the person that you should be putting into the car. I don't care if they asked. They're hitchhikers, okay? They're hitchhikers. We are not supposed to be giving them a ride. Don't lie to yourself about the hitchhiker not being dangerous. And then you're sitting there whole murdered. You're murdered, and your spirit is like, man, I can't believe that happened. You really can't? You didn't know? You knew. So stop lying to yourself and work on situational awareness, Pisces. Please work on situational awareness. Yes.
Yeah. Pisces. What else do I have to say about Pisces? I had one thing about Pisces that I did want to say. Pisces, stop dating people who like to go to concerts and shit like that. Like, if you're the kind of Pisces that doesn't enjoy energy overload, that doesn't enjoy being in places where there's thousands of people, there's hundreds of people, stop dating people that listen to EDM. Stop dating people that go to shows and go to concerts and go camping out at these big festivals and stuff like that, because you're gonna end up being unhappy when that person insists that you go with them, and you're gonna sit there miserable because it's too much energy for you. It's too much for you. Like, why don't you go and date somebody who's a little bit more reserved, somebody who, they like to go out, but they keep their energetic exposure to a minimum. Be
really aware of compatibility. And I see you torture a lot of people and yourself by lying to yourself about compatibility, making yourself believe, and even making your partners or your whatever thing that you're approaching, like, you really have the ability to just blow over those red flags. You're painting them. You're actively painting those red flags. In order to put the brush on there, you've got to see the surface. So we know that you're actually fantastically efficient at lying to yourself. So that's your problem. Stop blaming all of us. At the end of it, when it all blows up in your face, it is not our fault. It is your fault. Because you basically consented to that. And if you were drunk, it doesn't matter. It's still your fault. If it's still your fault, stop using all of these excuses for why it's not your fault. You are the one who's in charge of your environment. And if you're not liking the environment that you're in, go find a different one. Just go. That is another thing about Pisces. Just fucking leave. Just leave. If it hurts, if you need a different medium, if you're uncomfortable, go. Don't do anything that you don't want to do.
And that means physically go. It's not enough to just metaphysically go. It's not enough to just
leave in your mind.
Yeah, you can't just leave in your mind. That doesn't count.
Move yourself away from the situation. There's so many times I often describe Pisces as the fireflies that are in the jar. People are amazed by their beauty and their magic, and they're in the jar. Like, I think that the craziest thing about that metaphor for Pisces is that Pisces is like magic, and Pisces could open the jar. And so Pisces is just even believing their own, oh, we're trapped in here. And it's know your power, Pisces. You are the most powerful sign of the Zodiac. Hot take, because you are the culmination of all 12. You are the final sign of the Zodiac. So you have a little piece of all of them in you. And so stop playing yourself small. Nobody fucking believes you. This is tell me why Pisces will dress up like the little frail and they're really the most amazing. That's how I see that happen a lot. They're hiding themselves. They're shielding themselves. They're shape shifting into a different form that makes you think that they're this helpless creature when you could let yourself out of that jar. I think there's an element of you that likes to be in that jar because you feel safe in the jar and you feel adored in the jar. So are you a fucking prisoner of yourself or of the person who's imprisoning you? Could you get up and walk out and say, I withdraw my consent? Or is it easier for you to villainize the person who's behaving the way that anyone would behave whenever they see a firefly? If they see something magical, they want to capture it. Do you want to be a captive? Oftentimes, if I see a Pisces and they're in a captive situation and they're playing the helpless role, I understand that they like it and that they want that to a certain degree, because there is nothing helpless about Pisces. You could do anything. You could create your own reality. You have access to all of that. And so if you're playing helpless, if you're in a situation that you feel like you're not in control of, you are that. You could at any moment do that. So I assume that you like it.
Yeah. And this is my last take on Pisces. Go to therapy. Go to therapy. You need it. You need it. Do you have way too much going on?
You do.
You already know everything. You're psychic. You have all this intuition. You have all these abilities. You need emotional regulation and stability. So if you don't already have a healthy creative outlet, get one
and go to rehab.
And go to rehab.
Please.
You know, if you're coming out of addiction, Pisces, and you were taking drugs and stuff like that, you have to go to rehab. You need therapy. I'm not telling you to subscribe to a religion or anything like that, but you need something to get you back on track.
You do.
Emotionally. Emotionally.
We did it. We roasted these
we did
people.
it. We roasted it. We went way over, but I had
think we're
fun.
going to clip this up. We're going to cut this up and do something with this.
Yeah, we're going to cut this up. I'm going to post the whole thing, too, just in case somebody wants to watch. But
I mean, it's a whole thing.
And that's okay, because we're going to post clips. But this is going to be good. This was good. I liked it.
We got it.
I liked it.
We got it in the books.
So if you did watch this whole thing, thank you so much. We appreciate you. And please like and subscribe. I forgot to say that last time. Please like and subscribe to our channel.
Yeah.
We are Stellium Adventures, Money Marv and Jozie, aka Raw Ascension. If you're looking for a reading, feel free to hit up Jozie at Raw Ascension. I will put her tag in the ticket if you're looking for help with your taxes or you need business consultation or any of your software technology needs. I will post my tag as well at Money Marv Fool. We are signing out. Have a great day and stay funky.
Don't be mad.
Don't be mad.